The Abstract mainnet just launched yesterday, and in this video, I'm going to give you a breakdown on whether or not I think this is actually a worthwhile airdrop farming target, and then I'll also give you a complete walkthrough on what you can do to start actually farming it. In terms of a quick breakdown on what this is and whether or not it will actually be worthwhile to farm, Abstract is a new layer 2 on Ethereum, yes, yet another one, that is basically built by and backed by the same team that runs the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem. So it's supposed to be a consumer-facing chain, a consumer-facing L2 that's meant to supposedly onboard normies into crypto by gaming and streaming and all kinds of other stuff. Now they have raised $11 million to launch this, so apparently you can still just keep getting funding to launch new layer 2s, even though we keep getting new ones over and over. Now, in terms of how big of an opportunity this could be for airdrop farmers, I would say that originally, I was a little bit more bullish on it, but after seeing the launch yesterday, and we'll talk about some of the downsides, I would say that it's maybe a medium priority target. There's not a whole lot going on in crypto right now in terms of brand new airdrop farms, so if you are looking for a way to click buttons and potentially qualify for some rewards, I would say that it's definitely worth at least bridging over and exploring a bit. But personally, I won't be committing a huge amount of capital or time and energy to farming this. Anyways, I will walk you through a quick tutorial because there are some complicated parts of this, and yeah, if you have no idea what you're doing by the end of this video, you should have a solid understanding of what you'll need to do to actually qualify for this one. So for starters, you're going to want to go to abs.xyz and log in and create a profile. Now, there's no referral codes at all for this, so I'd say that as a normal farmer, that actually puts you in a better position than some other airdrops where referrals played heavily, like for example, the Manta L2 drop. Anyways, when you go to this page and you go to create an account, you're basically going to be creating a brand new smart wallet or a smart contract wallet by either logging in with social accounts like a Google account, or you can actually use a wallet, a pre-existing crypto wallet that you have, like MetaMask, Rabby, whatever. But the thing is, when you connect either by email or Google, or even if you use a pre-existing wallet, it's going to generate for you a new wallet address that you'll have to send tokens to fund it. So you won't be able to farm this and earn points by using another wallet. And once you have logged in and connected a wallet, this is what the dashboard looks like. But before you can do anything, you're going to need to fund it. So if you click on this right here, this big button that says wallet, this is going to bring you to the page where it walks you through the steps on how you can actually send funds and start working on it. So if you are already in crypto, and I'm guessing that most of the viewers of this video are, the easiest thing for you is going to be to just copy this wallet address and then send some ETH to it from your pre-existing wallet, but it has to be on the Abstract network. Now, the next step is going to be go to one of the bridges that's already integrated with Abstract and then send some funds to your current wallet on the Abstract network. So for example, I could send some ETH from Optimism to Abstract, and there's a couple of options. You could use Relay or Stargate. In either case, by bridging on Jumper, which is one of my favorite bridge aggregators, you're going to hit another airdrop target for this transaction. So let's go ahead and send it through Stargate so that we can trigger a layer 0 transaction and farm round 2 of that airdrop. Another thing I should note is that you can also bridge tokens from Solana, and you can actually bridge the Pengu token to Abstract, and that will earn you points, boosts, or multipliers because, like I said previously, the Pengu or the Pudgy Penguin team is the same team that's building Abstract. So this is one of the prioritized assets to have on the Abstract L2. Anyways, once your bridge transaction actually goes through, the next step is to send it to your new wallet. So let's go back here, make sure that we copy the correct wallet address, then open up wherever you just bridged into and click send, and then actually transfer the tokens over. So let's go ahead and confirm that transaction there. So that is the process for onboarding or actually bridging funds to this network. Now let's talk about what you can do once you've gotten to this step. The first stop is going to be here, the rewards tab, because this is going to show us what we need to do to earn experience points, rank up, and then qualify for this airdrop. So right now there's 5 badges that you can claim, and you're going to want to make sure that you do all of these. They're very simple. Connect your Twitter account, connect your Discord. This one is vote for something. So to get that, click here on Discover, And literally all you have to do is click on this button in the top right hand corner of one of these projects to upvote them. Then you'll be able to claim that badge. This one is for simply funding your account, which we already did. And this last one is for making a swap. So you can do that here on the trade tab. I guess we might as well talk about that now. This is where you can swap different tokens on the network, so you can take a look at what's going on. Now, a word of warning, there are going to be some rugs and some scam tokens on here, so you want to make sure that you stick to ones that you know are legit. Like, for example, the Pudgy Penguins token, Pengu itself. So if I wanted to swap some ETH to some Pengu, I would just select that here, choose an amount, and then confirm the trade. Now, the process, I would say, one of the positive things here is it's actually very simple to make swaps because you don't have to confirm multiple transactions and approvals. On the other hand, that means you have to be extra careful because you're not having to approve multiple transactions. So there's fewer opportunities for you to double check and verify that you're actually doing something legit. Anyways, once you've done all of those 5 things, you can claim the first 5 badges. I'm sure there's going to be tons more that are coming out. And one of the other things that you'll notice here in the rewards tab is that you get Pengu holder bonuses. So depending on how much Pengu you hold, some of these are very expensive to accumulate. And then there's other ways that you can earn bonuses as well. For example, if you hold some of the NFTs or if you have other roles from the Pudgy Penguins or the Abstract Discords. So take a look at these, see if you can qualify for any of them. Of course, you're having to buy, for example, 88,888 Pengu tokens just to get the base Pengu 1 badge is, potentially prohibitive for most people farming this, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So those are the base steps that you're going to want to do once you get started. Another thing you can do is go to your profile tab down here at the bottom and then set your name. When you first sign up, it's not going to have an actual username, and each person can only have one unique username. And so, for example, right now, no one else can register Krypto Cove because I registered it. So you can register a username and connect it to your account. Now, these 3 tabs here, you don't really have to worry about too much. So that really just leaves the Discover and the Stream page. So before we get to streaming, let's talk about Discover and some of the other things that you can do on this new network. So this right here is a list of all the different apps on the network, and they are basically ranked by popular vote. The more upvotes, the higher they are. So Moonshot is obviously for buying and selling meme coins. Magic Eden for NFTs, and so on and so forth. So I recommend checking out a bunch of these. I'll walk through some of the more popular ones and some of the things that you should definitely focus on. So in terms of Moonshot and meme coins, you can try experimenting a little, but fully assume that when you buy and sell some of these, they could go to 0. Now, when you connect a wallet on a third-party app, you're going to want to make sure that you connect the Abstract wallet that you just created. Otherwise, it's not going to actually be able to recognize your balance, pull from it, and give you points for doing it. So when you actually go to a third-party app and click Connect Abstract Wallet, this will pop up, click Approve to connect your wallet, and then you can interact with it. So I don't know, let's put like a tiny amount into the top meme coin right now on the go. I'll put 0.001 ETH. Wow, 15% slippage is ridiculous. We'll hit buy, and then when we confirm a transaction on Moonshot, again, the new Abstract wallet thing pops up and we approve it over here. So that is Moonshot. Pretty simple, but very easy to get rugged on this, especially since it's day 1. So I would say be careful when you're buying anything and, make sure you know what you're getting into. Magic Eden, you're probably aware of if you've been around the crypto space. This is NFTs. So you're going to want to check it out, maybe buy and sell a couple of NFTs. For example, this one I've seen a lot of people have been picking up. It's just like a free open edition to celebrate the launch. So you probably want to mint one of these. Aside from that open edition, there are a ton of NFT collections launching on Abstract already. The ones with the verified check marks are a little bit more trusted and legit, I suppose. But some of these will also be rugs, so you have to be careful. But yeah, you can try buying and selling some NFTs, maybe pick up a couple really cheap ones, and list them to create new interactions with the wallet and earn more points. Other things that you can do are potentially in closed beta. So for example, this one multiplier, you're going to want to actually go to the website and then sign up for a waitlist code. You might be able to find a code elsewhere. Wow, this is really not loading. It's kind of glitchy. But yeah, you'll be able to get another badge for that once you actually play at least round of multiplier. However, getting access to the app is not as simple as just joining it. You can check in the Abstract Discord to see if you can find any invite codes for that. This one here is a game, like a card game, kind of like Hearthstone. I'm not going to actually walk through that in the video here. Myriad, you're going to want to probably sign up for this one. This is a polymarket competitor. You're going to want to visit this, claim some points daily, and place a couple of small bets or predictions. It's very similar to polymarket. You'll see a lot of the same betting markets on here as well. Another thing that I'll mention is this right here, buzz.fun. It's like the pump fun on Solana, except the abstract version, so you can create and launch coins. I personally am not going to be launching any coins because there's some risk associated with that, and I don't want people to start actually just buying some random coin that I launched. But if you want to experiment with it, it could be worthwhile. It looks like they will be having an airdrop as well. Now, after you've gone through all of that stuff, and there's tons of other apps on here, the final part of this that I'll talk about is stream. So there's a separate tab for this. Basically, you can watch other people streaming, playing games, talking about shit, doing all kinds of who knows what. I won't be actually spending any time watching these people, but you can check it out. I guess this is part of the consumer-facing element of this platform. It's supposed to be like a new kind of Twitch where you can actually tip creators using tokens that you have on the network. It does seem a bit ridiculous to me that you would be tipping people to try and get an airdrop, so I don't necessarily recommend this as an actual method for farming. Now, before I let you go, let's just talk briefly about some of the downsides, some of the negativity on this, and whether or not I think it's actually worthwhile. There's been quite a few people on Twitter commenting that they're disappointed with the launch, that it's been glitchy, and that they don't really think it's very bullish for the future of Abstract or the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem. I think there's definitely some valid criticisms of that, especially the fact that a lot of the coins and NFTs are just complete rugs so far. So this is from Cape on Twitter. However, I do agree that the UI UX is quite good. And in terms of whether or not it's actually worthwhile, I would say don't have super high expectations. However, especially if you have some free time, because there's not a ton of other new airdrop farming targets out there, I would say that it's worth spending at least a few minutes. Fund a wallet with a little bit of money and experiment. They're probably going to have some sort of tiered airdrop. And while I'm getting more and more bearish on new chains launching, like seriously, at this point, do we not have enough? However, this does have some unique applications. The fact that it's more consumer facing, and it is tied in with the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem, which has been around and building for a while. So yeah, I don't think I'm quite on the same page as all of the super bearish people out there, but on the other hand, I'm definitely not incredibly bullish on this chain and on the launch. So hopefully you found this little guide helpful. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.